I've always wondered, what was it like for my parents in school, in secondary school? Like, what would they do when they first got into school? What was the dynamic like? Was it really strict? Were the teachers quite, regimented? Was there a lot less sort of back chat? Now, like, I was a teacher, and the amount of sass that students give you nowadays is incredible. The things teachers have to put up with. I wonder, like back in the day, I imagine there was a lot less of that. But more than that, just what was the daily routine like? How long were you at school for? Like, what kind of clothes did you wear to school? Like, so many questions. By the way, guys, I finally started memberships. Lots of exclusive content on there. If you're interested, hit that join button below.
Next, looking at other generations sometimes feels like watching a movie from another planet. It's fascinating, yet so different.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I'll give you 2 scenarios, and you tell me later which one you like more. As dawn breaks over a suburban neighborhood, signaling the start of another high school day for the Generation X teens, the air is charged with anticipation and the remnants of dreams inspired by John Hughes movies. The routine begins in a haze of nostalgia.
Wow, the VCR player. Look at the hair. Look at the volume. Jeez, how much product is in that to hold it up like that?
With the unmistakable hiss of Aquanet hairspray and the musky scent of Drakkar Noir and Love's Baby Soft filling the air, as teenagers prepare to face the world with their best foot forward. Breakfast is often a hurried, sometimes skipped affair, with those who partake choosing between Pop-Tarts straight from the foil or Cap'n Crunch cereal, hastily consumed with trails of sugary milk. Outfit selection is approached with thoughtfulness. Girls favor acid-washed jeans paired with oversized college sweatshirts, achieving an effortlessly chic yet comfortingly anonymous look, while boys might opt for a hoodie under a Levi's jean jacket, or perhaps an uncle's M65 field jacket, with pockets conveniently storing a Walkman.
The classic Sony or Sony Walkman. This is so nostalgic. I had one of these, I think. Yeah.
This becomes their uniform of choice. And the soundtrack to this ensemble? A mixtape of the latest hits, each track a rebellious anthem against the backdrop of the mundane. Share the top track from your Walkman mixtape in the comments. The journey to school is a parade of nostalgia, with groups of teens spilling out of boxy Volvo wagons or crowding into the back of a friend's prized Dodge Laser Turbo, the fastest car in the lot and a symbol of teenage aspiration. The school parking lot is a social battleground, where cars double as status symbols and the morning's first impressions are silently judged. Inside the hallowed halls of high school, the day unfolds with the turn of textbook pages and the screech of chalk on blackboards.
Textbook pages. Do kids even still use textbooks anymore? Or is it all on the iPads? Is it all on the laptops? They probably don't even use textbooks anymore.
But beneath the surface, the real lessons are in human nature and the complex dance of teenage relationships. Boys steal glances at girls from across the room, working up the courage to pass a note or offer a shy smile, while girls huddle in groups, sharing secrets and casting furtive looks at their crushes. Love letters, folded into intricate shapes, become treasured possessions, passed hand to hand with the gravity of state secrets.
Wow.
In between class...
Love letters, another thing, probably doesn't exist anymore, right? People just send each other texts, maybe, or what do they call it, Snapchat stories?
And lunch breaks, there's a whole other side to school that's just as memorable. The bathrooms are always filled with cigarette smoke, more like a bar than a school, where students sneak off for a quick smoke and gossip. The hallways are lined with lockers, each one covered in stickers of favorite bands, scribbles, and sometimes secret notes passed between friends. Lunchtime is a cacophony of sounds and smells, with the cafeteria serving as the day's social epicenter.
I mean, this isn't a bad looking, it's not a terrible looking lunch. I've seen worse. The burger looks a bit dry, but you got some vegetables on there. I don't know what this is, though. What is this?
Here, amidst the clatter of trays and the murmur of gossip, love stories begin and end, friendships are tested, and alliances are formed. The sharing of a Walkman with 2 sets of headphones becomes an intimate gesture, a way to share the soundtrack of one's soul with another. As the day goes by, the anticipation of after-school activities looms large. For some, it's the promise of practice with the band, where music becomes a refuge and a form of expression. For others, it's the sports field or the drama club, where they can shed their school day selves and embrace a different role.
So kids were sort of really active back then, always in some kind of like after-school fitness club or social club.
And for the romantics, it's the chance for stolen moments beneath the bleachers or in the quiet corners of the library, where whispers and promises are exchanged under the watchful eyes of literary greats. The end of the school day doesn't signal the end of the adventure. It merely shifts the venue. There are records to be browsed at the local music shop, arcade games to conquer, and for the lucky few, unsupervised hours at home before parents return from work. It's a time for heart-to-heart phone calls on corded phones, the lines crackling with the intensity of teenage emotions, and for mixtapes carefully curated to convey feelings not yet put into words. As night falls and the neon glow of the local diner beckons, the teens of Generation X find solace in each other's company, sharing fries and stories under the fluorescent lights. In these moments, the bonds of friendship are cemented, and the memories of high school days are etched into the fabric of their being.
Is it me, or because there was no internet back then? Like, any Gen Xers confirm or deny this? Because there was no internet, you guys had to be more social because that was the only way you would see each other, right? Or hear from each other. You probably called each other a lot, you know, hung out a lot more than kids today hang out.
A nostalgic tapestry of love, laughter, and the sweet pain of growing up. As dawn ushers in another day, the life of a Generation Z teenager unfolds, a narrative deeply embedded in the digital tapestry of the 21st century. The morning begins with the familiar glow of a smartphone screen, an indispensable companion. Before even getting out of bed, there's an endless scroll through social media to catch up on what was missed overnight, or to chuckle at funny videos, all the dopamine that would have been beneficial for facing the day ahead. This ritual, now a fundamental part of waking up, sets the tone, blending anticipation with a touch of digital exhaustion before the day officially starts.
It's mad how much we use our phones, isn't it? Like, my screen time it's just so, I spend my screen time's like 6 hours a day, I think. I am trying to reduce it, but I mean, yeah, like, we spend a lot of time on our phones these days, don't we?
Breakfast is often a grab-and-go affair, with avocado toast reigning supreme as the culinary emblem of the generation. It's a simple pleasure, reflective of Gen Z's preference for health-conscious and Instagrammable foods. As they dress, fashion choices are influenced by a resurgence of 90s trends, with crop tops, mom jeans, and thrifted vintage finds making a statement about sustainability and individuality. The journey to school is soundtracked by a playlist from Spotify, featuring artists who've risen from social media platforms to global fame, a testament to the generation's ability to influence the music industry directly. The school parking lot may lack the roar of muscle cars, but it's filled with eco-friendly hybrids and electric vehicles.
Yeah, the muscle car has definitely... there's still fans of the muscle car. I love the muscle cars, but you don't see many of them. Like, if in England, you don't see any, really. Very rare, very rare.
Signaling a shift towards environmental consciousness. Inside the classroom, Gen Z's educational experience is a blend of traditional learning and technological innovation. Interactive smartboards replace chalkboards, and laptops are as common as notebooks. This digital integration speaks to a generation that is preparing for a future dominated by technology, even as it grapples with the challenges of constant connectivity. Lunchtime is a vibrant mix of international cuisines, reflecting the diverse global perspective that social media and the internet have afforded this generation. Conversations are rich with references to viral memes, TikTok dances, and YouTube influencers, showcasing a unique blend of humor and awareness that defines their social interactions.
Anybody watching this, which of the two, like, would you think is better? So we saw what the Gen X sort of day in the life was, and the Gen Z now. Which do you prefer? I've got a suspicion I know which one you'd pick.
The afternoon is punctuated by activism and advocacy, with many Gen Z students involved in clubs and organizations that champion social justice causes, from climate change to equality. This generation is not content to sit on the sidelines. They are digital natives who use their platforms to affect change, making their voices heard in the vast online arena. After school, the digital world continues to offer a playground for creativity and connection. Gaming is not just a hobby, but a community, with platforms like Twitch and Discord allowing for live interactions.
I do think that, like, you know, gaming, there's nothing wrong with gaming. I think it can be so much fun, but I think a lot of young kids probably need to balance more outside stuff, in-person stuff, and then online stuff as well. Like, have both. I think spending all of your free time online probably isn't the best.
Yet, in the midst of this digital landscape, there's a growing appreciation for analog experiences. Vinyl records, film photography, and handwritten journals are embraced as a form of nostalgia, a way to connect with the past they've only known through the stories of previous generations. As the day closes, the bedroom, a sanctuary of personal expression with walls adorned with Polaroid photos and string lights, becomes a quiet space for reflection. For Generation Z, the digital world is a landscape of infinite possibilities, but the nostalgia for things past, for the tactile and the tangible, reveals a complex generation. They stand at the crossroads of technology and tradition, seeking to forge a future that honors both the digital advancements they've grown up with and the timeless human need for connection and creativity. Which school day do you like more? The cool, old-school vibe of Gen X, or the tech-savvy, busy world of Gen Z?
This is
It's
hard.
neat to think about which one feels more like your style. If you enjoyed this look at different school days, don't forget to hit that subscribe.
I think I know which one I'd like more. For me, I'd take the Gen X one for sure. I think as much as I love social media, I think it's a lot of fun. I think the in-person connections, having fun with people, I think I just value that more. Like, I think maybe a bit of both. If you could mesh both of them, but then have maybe 70% Gen X and then 30% Gen Z in terms of the day in the life, for me, that would be the perfect day in the life. So you've still got access to the internet and everything that brings, but you've got a lot of real in-person like connection. Like, I just think it's just so much more fun. What, like Gen Xers, Gen Zers, millennials, baby boomers, whatever generation you are, let me know out of the two, which you think is the better day in the life. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you did, check out this video right here and hit the join button below. See you there.